Hello, welcome to my Diablo Immortal Druid PvP build. And I wanted to share and show my build to you so you can reach legend. And I've been having great success with this build. And currently I'm rank 1 on my server and the first one to reach legend. And my win rate is 70%. So I'm doing really good with this build. And I wanted to share with you so other druids can reach legend as well. So when it comes to skills, you want to use rabbit might, and this is great because it increases your party members maximum life by 12.5% and increases your maximum life by 25% as well. And you get immunity CC. You get immunity to 3 loss control effects for 6 seconds. And this 6 seconds, if you stack beneficial effect, um, it can be increased to 10-11 seconds. So this is really good. And then we use summon oak sage, and with the protector sage essence, summon oak sage, uh, your 3 protector oak sages orbit you, and they give you 12% damage reduction. And each of them gives you immunity to CC. So this is really good. You get a damage reduction and immunity CC. And then we use Thorn Armor. We use Essence Scattering Thorn. And this is really good. So when you wear bear, your primary attacks trigger Thorn Armor. And then for a main primary attack, we use Ferocious Strike. And the reason I choose to use Ferocious Strike, because I like the ultimate skill. It does a lot of damage and it knocks back enemies. So I recommend Ferocious Strike. In the past, I tried and used the Landslide, but I believe the ultimate skill is not that great for a PvP. It doesn't really do as much damage. Ferocious Strike ultimate skill does a lot more damage. And then for Werebear, if we pay attention to skills, Crush, so this additional damage equal to 10% of your maximum life. And then Mango, this additional damage equal to 10% of your maximum life. So what that means, the more life you have as playing as a werebear, the more damage you do. So focusing on items that gives you vitality is really good because that increases your life, so you do a lot more damage. And that's for our skills. And then when it comes to a warband, we use protector, and the reason we're gonna use protector is because remnant protector increases your life by 6.5% and your size by 15%. So like I said earlier, the more life you have as a werebear, the more damage you do. So protect is really good for werebear because we want to increase our life. And then when it comes to Paragon, I use Gladiator, Grizzled Veteran, Victor, Whole Formation. Whole Formation is really good because you get extra damage reduction and it stacks 3 times. Uncontrollable, so having a immunity CC, it's really good. The more immunity CC you have, the better. So uncontrollable, I believe, is a great option, and it has a 30-second cooldown, which is short. And then cheat that, this is a must-have. And then for our legendary skill, we're gonna use Curse of Weakness, and this is really good. It's our new skill that was added to the game, and whenever you do a CC, like a knockback to your enemies, reduces damage dealt to you by 30% for 3 seconds, And I've tested this in battlegrounds, and it makes a huge difference because let's say you have 4 or 5 enemies on you, and you knock them back. They do all of them. They do 30% less damage to you. So that means you can stay up in fights much longer, and you can defend the idols much longer, and you can push the idols much longer. So our goal as a werebear, you want to defend the idol and push the idol. You don't want to be chasing players because that's not going to help your team to win. So werebear is really strong. It's a good tanky. I believe werebear is the strongest tank right now in the game. So make sure you defend the idols and protect the idols and protect your teammates. And if you when you push the idol, make sure you stay on the idol to win matches. And when it comes to essences, these are essences. So for Helm, use bounding, leaping bound, and this causes your bound to leap. So you leap at your target um, locations. Damage only by enemies, increases your attack speed by 25% and critical hit chance by 25%. So those are great stats to have for PvP, and increases your burst and critical hit chance is very good. So attack speed increases your burst, and critical hit chance is a must-have for PvP. And then for shoulder, use bound. So cooldown is reduced by 0.4 seconds each time your primary attack hits an enemy, up to a maximum of 1.2 seconds. So this is really good. Shoulder essence, and I highly recommend it because it reduces the cooldown of your leaping bound, so you can leap a lot more, and you can outback your enemies. So this is really good. And then Barb Mantle, Scatter Torn, Torn Armor now triggers with your prime attack, so this is a must-have. And then for our main hand, we use the Hulking Werebear, the Crow. So Werebear now transforms into a gigantic bear with increased attack range and maximum life. So, like I said earlier, the more life we have as a werebear, the more damage we do. So I believe this must-have essence. And then crush your mouse, a Mauler Spit. Uh, crush now empowers you, cause your primary attacks to smash the ground and damage nearby enemies. With crickets, causes spike of rock that erupts from the ground for additional damage. So this is really good. Increases your crush damage by a lot and is spammable. So and then for our leggings, we have Shadow Growth, and this one is the best essence you can use. And Crush Werebear also shatters the enemy armor and increases the damage they take by 19% for 3 seconds. So this is a great essence for leggings. And then for Frenzy Read, we use Frenzy Read for our other main hand, and Rapid Mind duration extended by 39% while transformed. So this essence, in the future, if we get a better essence, I will replace it. But for right now, this is the best option. And then for auto offhand, we have Protect the Sage. Summon all sage no longer passes summons, and instead actively summons protect the old sages that will beat you. Each granting damage reduction, immunity against one total loss control effect. So this is really good. We get that damage reduction and CC immunity when we use our Oak Sage. And then I recommend you use a familiar uh, cat. And the reason why, because it gives you a shield, and you want to make sure it has a savior, and it gives you immunity to damage for a short period of time. So our cat, I believe, is the best familiar. And since we're playing a tank class, I think having a cat is a must because of the shield and savior. You want to have those. And then I recommend you use Spiteful Blood Legendary Gem. This is a great gem to use, and it's the best option out there for a defensive gem. And when you fall below 50% life, cause Spiteful Blood to surge through you for 4 seconds. And with beneficial effect, this can be increased to 9 seconds. increases your damage down by 18%. And what's really nice about this gem, makes you invulnerable to primary attacks from other players. And it gives you a shield. Right now I get 80% shield at rank 6. And then rank 7, the shield is increased by 120% of your of your base damage. So Spiteful Blood is a really good gem to use. And then when you come to your item craftings, so for item crafts, you want to get an item craft that has Summon Oak Sage, and this is really good. Heal for 0.6% of your maximum life every second for each active Oak Sage. So you get a heal effect from your Oak Sages. And then another good one is Rapid Might, and increases your damage down by 9%. Um, so this is really good because we use Rapid Might and you get a damage increase. And I'm trying to get another item piece that has rapid might, so I can get a higher damage increase, so 18%. But currently I only have one, but I'm working on my second one. And then another one that's really good is Torn Armor. When you gain a shield, you heal yourself for 8% of its absorb value. So this another must-have. I recommend Torn Armor as well. So you get an extra a heal effect whenever you use Torn Armor. And next one would be a Werebear. And this item crafts, it's a must, I believe. Werebear, while a Werebear gain a shield when you lose 25% of your maximum life. The shield lasts for 5 seconds and absorbs damage. So this is another great one. Currently I have only one, but maybe in the future I'll try to get two, so I get a bigger shield. So having shields in battlegrounds is really nice. And then for my set items, I personally use 4-piece Vitas, and the reason why, because you get 30% beneficial effect duration increase, so that increases duration of my gems, and then you get 30% attack speed increase, and because of my essence that I have in Helm, Leaping Bound, and this one gives me 25% attack speed increase, so that's 55 attack speed increase with Vetus and the Essence, so I get 55 attack speed increase. And then I use Wolfhard, and this one gives me a 7% attack speed increase, so I get 60 plus attack speed increase. And attack speed is really nice in PvP because um, usually fights don't last that long. So like if I'm up against Tempest, Wizards, Demon Hunters, it only takes me 1 or 2 seconds to kill them because I have a lot of attack speed. So the faster you attack, the more bursty makes you in PvP. So attack speed is a great stat to have. And then I use a 4-piece Gloom, and this one increases your damage by 15% for 3 seconds after using a dash skill, and increase your critical hit chance by 22.5% for 3 seconds as well. So some players use mountain banks. Personally, I want to have more damage, and Gloom set gives me more damage, and I personally like using Gloom set because what's the point of having extra? I mean, if you use mountain banks, you're gonna have extra shields, but those shields go away. But I'd rather be able to kill players and kill them fast. So I'd rather have more increased damage. So Gloom set is really good because with leaping bound, whenever you leap, it's considered a dash. So this increases your damage and increases your critical hit chance. So those are important for PvP. If you decide to use mountain banks, you can use mountain banks. And then I wanted to show you a leaderboard. So when it comes to my server on the leaderboard, rank 1, I'm the first one to hit legend, and this build is really good. Ever since I've been using it, I got 70% win rate in the battlegrounds, so I increased my win rate by a lot. And I hope you like my build, and please like and subscribe, and enjoy and have fun in battlegrounds.